Okay, I wanted to show you a video here, which I think is very interesting and very useful for people who are in the tech space. I'll just take my glasses off. So, occasionally, well, more than often, if you're in a developer, system support, technical support, you're going to have to take log files or data from massive log files, and sometimes you want to extract certain information which pertains to a certain date within that log file. So you can have Windows logs, you can have ADB logs for Android, you can have iPhone logs. So sometimes you only need a portion of the logs which relates to a certain time frame, or and you to capture that kind of information in that time period. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you an example on how we can use Python to extract this information and put it on another file. So let's just give an example. So I'm on my Python Anywhere environment, and I'm going to go into the logs here. Let's see what's inside. So with Python Anywhere, we've got three sets of logs. So if I show you an example, so imagining I had a problem and I need to find out what happened on a certain date within the access log. Um, so if we just do this at the moment, Python Anywhere, we access logs. So we're just going to do a cat. And you can see how heavy it is. There's loads of information here and different dates. I've got the 20. It's today is the 17th of October, and I've got data from the 27th and probably further, much further back than that for September. So I only want, for instance, I only want information for the 13th of October. So how would I do that? So let's have a look on how we can possibly do that. So we're just going to take the name. So that's the name of the log, and it's in var.log. So this is the method that I would do if I had to deal with this kind of situation and I had to extract some logs from that particular log file. So I'm just going to go to clear here. I'm going to come out from there, and I'm going to make a new directory, my logs. Okay, so that's that's great. So that's what I need to do first, create a new folder. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a copy, and I'm going to copy that log file into this folder. So first of all, before I do that, let's go into my logs, and then I can do a copy R, and then I'm going to do var log. Just get the name because the name is really long. Access dot log top. Okay, so let's see if it's there. Yep, it's there. So I've got a copy of the whole log file within my own folder now. Now I need to somehow create, I want to extract portions of it and put it in a text file. So for that, I'm going to create a new file, and I'm going to call it log results, and I'm going to make it a txt. So let's keep an eye on that log results. So I've got that on that side, log results.txt. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to create my Python file to capture this information. So let's create that. We could call it log capture actually. So just make sure we got log results and we got the path of the folder there. Before I do that, let's just see where I'm in. So I'm in home Adam H my logs. We're gonna need to put that there shortly. So I'm just gonna put that on. I'm just gonna make a note of that on the side there, that path. Okay. So let's go on and create the Python file, nano log finder .py. Right, okay, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a function. And I'm going to print the information here. Next, I'm going to do a name variable, and I'm going to say, what are you looking for? Or instruct search for. Okay, and that's where I'm going to put the date, like the 13th of October. Right. Next, the next bit is quite interesting. I'm going to put my final result. Data searched for is data search for. Yeah, that will be fine like that. That's fine. That can be, that's going to show the data at the end. And then we've got the interesting part. We're going to actually create two files. So we're going to create two variables to look for two files. So we're going to do the first one, which is the search file, the source of the let me just write that, the source log file. So this could be your ADB logs, this could be your Windows logs, any log file which you've copied over to your folder. You can point straight to the folder if you wish, but like I did earlier, I copied it over locally. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to point it to there. So it was in, if we look at the PWD, the location of the folder was Adam BH, my logs, and then it was Adam BH dot Python anywhere dot com dot access dot log. That was the file which we're extracting from. Okay, and then what we got to tell the computer is to read from it. So can you please read that file? Okay, so that's very good. That's working nice. Next, we want to do another similar thing, but this time we're going to do a logout where it's going to extract it and write the information that we've chosen. Whereabouts are we going to place that? So we're going to put it same location again. But this time the file is called log results. So we've got a copy of it in a text format, just that date of the data that we need. So we don't need anything for that. And what we want to do here, we want to amend it onto each line. So we're going to put the A for amend, so we can have it, if there's a number of entries for the 13th of October, we can list them down. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to do a loop where we say every time you iterate over the line in the file, in the search file, we want to in search file, so where every time you iterate over it, if the name variable which we asked what to search for is in one of the lines, then you must print it. So we can just do a print. We can do it with an asterisk. We can start the line with an asterisk and have it like that. Okay. And then what we can do here, and we can confirm that by doing a logout print. Let me just do that here. Logout line, and we can do it like that. Okay. Okay, so let's it looks good to me. It may be an error there or something, but the only way is to test it. So let's give it a test. So let's have a look what we got in here. So we've got the 3 files there. So we want to run the log finder. So let's do that. Python, let's put 3 there just to be sure. Search for. So I'm going to put the actual date which is specified in the text file, in the actual file itself. So 13th of October 2023. And there you are. It presents the information on the screen. And if we go and look at the file log results, let's do log results. Wow, brilliant. So now if you're creating any tickets for anybody, or you just want to extract a piece of information, you've just shortened it and thrown all that information that you specifically wanted into a text file, which you can then send by email or send to anybody to study that. So there you go. There's a short video on how to create an extraction tool of measuring or analyzing a great deal of logs. It can be used in many formats. You can use it on a Windows machine. You just need to change the path to the two files. But a very useful tool. Python comes to the rescue again in simplifying and making life very easy in these kind of occasions. So I hope you enjoy that. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe, and I'll carry on making more of these videos. Thanks again. Bye bye.